Hi, my name is Janie Thompson and I work for the Colorado Cattlemen's Agricultural Land Trust, and I am pleased to welcome you here today to Stranahan's Whiskey. We are going to join the lead mixologist and learn how to make a great old-fashioned, and our hope is that you can make these cocktails at home and enjoy them while you watch our virtual barbecue on August 6th, 2020. So I hope you will join us then. I hope you enjoy this video now, and thank you for all of your support in making our event a success already. We couldn't do this without you.
Welcome, cattle women and cattle men. Thank you so much for joining us here at Stranahan's virtual cocktail class. I'm here just for you to make one of the best cocktails that go along with a perfect steak, okay? Whether you like it rare, medium, this drink will go along with any of those, all right? So let's introduce the Stranahans, a marriage of 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-old barrels, always 94 proof. We like it like that because when you add a little ice or water, it gives notes of butterscotch, caramels, vanillas, maybe a little honey, okay? All 100% barley made, so just like a good Scotch finish, but no smoke or peat, okay? So we're gonna start with our American single malt. You guys can always come visit me at Stranahan's if you don't have any. I sell them in the lounge. We sell them all across the United States. So pick up a bottle, but we are actually gonna start with what I call a bucket, a jigger, a measuring device. Very easy to use, usually has ounces on one side, teaspoons on the other side, so you can use it for your cooking. But the idea being is we're always gonna start out with a strong Stranahan's pour, which is 1.5 ounces. Start out with that Stranahan's. Let's move into my simple syrup. Now, it's important to not ingest a lot of sugar with your cocktails. So we use a 3-to-1 simple syrup. So I'll take 6 ounces of water, I'll take 2 ounces of sugar, and I'll shake the heck out of them and create what we call simple syrup. But the idea being the less sugar I intake, the more I can drink, the less I'll be hungover tomorrow, and then we can just have the same time we had last night, tomorrow night, okay? And that's how that works. So let's take a 1/4 ounce of that simple syrup, and let's throw it right into our mixing glass, okay? This is a Yari, it's made of crystal. You can use a pint glass if you'd like. Both do the same thing. We're gonna stir it with our very special stirring spoon. Very cool, 1/4 ounce on the spoon. Twizzle stick so you can start that fire in your cocktail if you want to break that ice up. But today we're stirring. So what we'll do is we'll take this in here and we'll give it a good stir. You don't want to hear anything. If you start hearing this and you come to me, dinner is not ready, okay? So we got simple syrup, we got American single malt in here. Now, if you don't have simple syrup at home or sugar or water, sugar cubes are good. The problem with this is it's too much sugar. So I break it down, just get a little piece here and I'll put it in there. But I'm not using that today, so we can throw that away, okay? So we got our house-made bitters here at Stranahan's, but everyone should be using the Angostura, okay? A blend of citrus, spices, cinnamon, cloves, cebulon, molasses, it's all in here, okay? Every old-fashioned you've ever had in your life has this in there. The idea of this is it's called a dash. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it and hold it like this. I know I look pretty silly, but when we go out and we go 1, 2, 3, it comes out in a dash form. Now, I don't go over 3 dashes because these guys don't really care about how this bottle looks or operates because they know that they have the market. So when I did splash that in there, I actually had like maybe 4 or 5 drops, and that's where we want to be, okay? So 3 drops starts it out, 3 dashes. Now, the best essential oil in the market is right here in my hand. So anyone looking to buy those oils and put them in their little vapor cannons or whatever you call them, now you don't have to. You can buy an orange, cut it so the pith is up, and you have a nice thin cut, okay? Take that mixing glass, same idea, only I'm gonna use both hands. I'm gonna pinch that in there and I'm gonna drop it. Oil's all over in there. Go ahead, take a smell. Okay, it smells like summer, it smells like a good night to grill, all in this glass so far, okay? Now, for garnish, you always have a Luxardo cherry, okay? These are aged for 4 years in a brandy barrel. They shipped over from Italy. They are very syrupy, they're very thick. I'd say these cherries right here are around $20 a jar, but they're worth it as long as you're not eating it like a candy, okay? If you don't have a cherry, I like the summer ingredients right now. I wanna put some mint in there. I wanna put maybe some sage. I wanna put a blueberry in, a raspberry. And when I do that, it's just gonna sit on the rim of the glass, and then we're gonna smell it when we go in, and then eventually it'll get soaked with alcohol, and we will have ourselves a jungle fruit bite, if you wanna call it that, okay? So right now we got bitters, simple syrup, orange zest from the peel, and we got the American single malt, okay? You're probably asking, why did he even put it in here? It seems silly because he's not gonna drink from that, right? Okay, we're gonna take a bunch of ice, and since I'm here at Stranahan's, I do it the Lucas way here for my personal drinks, okay? We're gonna take that ice, we are gonna fill it up, we're gonna get messy because it's hot outside. Now, we got whiskey, we got all the ingredients, we're gonna take that bar spoon, we're gonna slide it on in there, and we're gonna give it a stir. And as you're stirring, you're gonna watch that ice drop, and maybe a little more drop. Now to me, it started out as 100% no dilution with ice filled to the top. Now stirring it, I have a 20% dilution. This cocktail is perfect right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Hawthorne strainer. If you don't have a Hawthorne strainer, you could do it the Colorado method where you just put your hands over it and try not to get ice, but get a Hawthorne strainer, you guys, it's much better. You're gonna take a regular tumbler. You can get them here at the lounge here in Stranahan's. You can grab a big cube if you have one. Little cubes are work. You can chill your glass, whatever you like, but you wanna take that, pour it right over the big cube. It should sit maybe a 1/4 inch right underneath that big cube, which is 2.5 inches tall. We are gonna take one more peel. We're gonna get a good size one. We are gonna zest the top just like we did before, okay? You can do it however you want. You know, if you're trying to impress someone, you can be like, hey, check this out. Or you can just cross it, you can circle it. But the idea being is to get those smells on there, and we're gonna place it just like that. We're gonna grab those 4-year age Luxardo cherries. I always put 2 on there because every guest that I've given 1 to always asks for another. They get what they want here at Stranahan's. Now, if you don't like an old fashioned or you don't like that it's like this style, you guys can always pour it on the rocks. You can always pour it neat like me. Now with the rocks pour, it's gonna sit. The ice is gonna melt. It's gonna dilute a little bit, opening up all those butterscotch and vanilla light aromas. Now, sometimes I can't wait for my steak to get done, so I have to have a little dram served neat and watch my steak while it cooks. A sip, a look. A sip, a look, okay? And then you don't wanna overcook your steak, and that's why you sip and look, okay? Stranahan's was born and bred in Colorado, and we are proud to partner with the Cattlemen's Land Trust to conserve Colorado. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy your cocktail.